What's up, Falcons Nation, NFL fans? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to talk about quarterback Kirk Cousins, and is Kirk Cousins underrated? But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about Kirk Cousins, and is Kirk Cousins underrated? Personally, I do believe that Kirk Cousins is very underrated as a quarterback. Last season, Kirk Cousins played 8 games before having his Achilles injury. And I went back and looked at his numbers from last season, and he threw for 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions in the first 8 games of last season. The Vikings record at that time when he went down with the Achilles injury was 4-4. And I really feel like when looking at our quarterbacks from last year and their stats, both Desmond Ridder started 13 games. He passed for 12 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. And then Taylor Heineke, he actually started 4 games last season, and he passed for 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So with Taylor Heineke and Desmond Ridder combined last season, they only threw 17 touchdown passes. So basically, Kirk Cousins in 8 games or half of the season, Kirk Cousins threw for more touchdowns than we did as far as our quarterback play we did for the entire season, which I thought was pretty mind-boggling to see those particular stats, that Kirk Cousins basically threw for more touchdown passes and with those limited games that he played. And that just shows how inconsistent our quarterback play was last season, how inconsistent the play calling was with Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone last season. So I definitely expect the Falcons to take a jump this year. If you basically calculate Kirk Cousins' numbers last season, if he would have played the full season, he probably would have thrown for about 36 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, which is really good at that quarterback position. And last year, his completion percentage was 69%, so almost a 70% clip. So Kirk Cousins is one of those guys that I think is very underrated as far as his accuracy, his ability to make every NFL throw. He's one of the most consistent quarterbacks in the league as far as accuracy, throwing for over 4,000 yards. And he's just one of those guys that's, consistent. So I definitely think Kirk Cousins is one of those guys that goes under the radar as far as when you talk about quarterbacks that are really good quarterbacks that are consistently like at that Pro Bowl caliber, within the top 10 to 15 quarterbacks in the league. And I really feel like this season, Kirk Cousins has a chance to win Comeback Player of the Year. If he plays well with our Atlanta Falcons, I really feel like if we win a division, most likely he'll win Comeback Player of the Year at that quarterback position. But you guys give me your thoughts on Kirk Cousins. Do you think that Kirk Cousins is underrated? Personally, I think he's very underrated. I really feel like people only focus in on his playoff record, and they, focus in on he hasn't won a Super Bowl. And you have to look at his total body of work. Look at the teams that he's been on, the Washington Redskins, and how dysfunctional, that organization is. Now, the Minnesota Vikings, I think that he had a lot of success there. People always talk about Justin Jefferson's numbers, him having the most receiving yards in his first 4 years for any wide receiver. We've seen Justin Jefferson get that $100 million contract. But people forget that Kirk Cousins was the guy that was throwing Justin Jefferson the football. So with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.